Hi everyone, welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love channel. I am Nicole. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. I'm so grateful to have you here with me today. I'm so grateful, thankful for your presence. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for liking, subscribing, the comments, the donations. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you all so much. I truly appreciate all of you. I'm so grateful to be here, to be of service, to help you on your journey. This is healing for you. It's healing for me. Thank you all so much. So today's pick a card. We're going to talk about, what do people secretly admire about you? What do they secretly admire? What, can they not really tell you, but this is how they really admire and see you and feel, the admiration that they feel toward you. Okay, so we have pile 1, surrender. Pile 2, full moon. And this is power. Okay, pile 3, we have here focus. Okay, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, timestamps will be linked below. Take your time, choose your pile. This is a general reading for the collective. So you take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? If you need to pick more than one pile, that's okay too. Thank you all so much. Timestamps are linked below. Thank you, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love channel. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. I am Nicole. You chose this card, surrender. Okay, what do people admire about you, pile 1? People admire your ability to let go and let go and let God, or let go and let it flow. Let the universe guide you. You have this ability to surrender, to just let go. You let go of things that no longer serve you. You walk away from people, situations that don't feel healthy, or they just don't feel good to you. They don't feel like it's a part of your truth, part of who you really are. Like, it may go against your values, your belief system, or it may not be something that you would consider, situations that don't align with your integrity. People really admire that. They feel like, when we have so many people that do things, out of for money or greed or for recognition and things like that. Like, you just follow what you feel is right, what you believe in, what you have faith in. People really admire that. They feel like, we don't have a lot of people here like you, and you're something special, you're something different. You really let the higher power show you the way. And people find this to be very admirable. They think that, this requires a lot of faith, a lot of trust, faith in what you cannot see. And this is what you have, and people admire it. Some people are even jealous of it. They feel like, it's not like they're jealous of you, but they wish that they had that level of faith. They wish they had that courage. They wish they were able to do what you do. Like, just have faith. Just walk and follow the path of your values and what you believe in. A lot of people don't have the courage to do what it is that you're doing. And so they won't tell you this, but they secretly really admire this about you. For some of you, you may have been bullied, you may have been made fun of in the past, or like people made you feel a way, or make, like, they ostracize you and make you feel like you weren't this and you weren't worthy, and you weren't cool, and you weren't, you shouldn't be a part of the group or the so-called group and things like that. And these are the same people that are now looking at you and like, wow, I wish I had that courage. I wish I had that confidence. I wish I could do what Pile One is doing. And Pile One is free. People admire your freedom. They feel like, even if you don't feel free, people feel like you are free. And they admire that. They admire your guts, your bravery, your boldness, your ability to stand up for what's right, your ability to advocate for what's right, for the good, to help, your ability to call stuff out, your ability to call people out, to say, you're wrong, or that's not right, or why do you think that's cool? Do you think it's cool because it's, I don't know, attached to money? Or, it's like you call out things in the material world, the things that, other people wouldn't dare say. Like, let's say, for example, like, if it's at a workplace situation, people will be scared to speak up. Like, let's just say the boss is like, doing things that are not ethical, or doing things like treating people wrong, or doing things like that. Like, you speak up, you say something, you stand up. And other people don't have the courage to do this. And they really admire this about you. They really feel like your ability to do that is just amazing. People are in awe. And they'll never tell you this. Some people will. Some people will tell you, but a lot of people won't, because a lot of people wish they could do what you do. They wish that they could move in the way you move, and just, you have a fearlessness about you that people admire. You just, even though you probably do deal with fear, even though you probably do have your moments where you feel fearful, people don't see that. They always see you just like leaping, just like jumping off the cliff, just like going for it. You're just like out there. Like, when you jump, the higher power of the universe is going to catch you. And a lot of people are too afraid to jump. So they admire the fact that you're always taking these leaps and you always win. And it's because you're so brave and bold. A lot of people don't have the courage to do that. Like, I'm hearing, for many of you, it's like you have the world admiring you. Like, it's not, for some of you, it's like people in your community and like your family. But for some of you, it's like people are watching you, whether it's on social media or whatever, and people are just paying attention, and they're just in awe of your bravery and the way you're able to stand up for things. Some of you are social injustice fighters, or you're advocates, or you're, like a rebel for change, saying things that everyone is thinking, but everyone is too afraid to say, speaking out against the system, the matrix, things like that. Like, you're doing incredible things that people really admire, but they will never tell you. In fact, you're going to have more naysayers than people on your side. People have to see more. Some people are even too afraid to tell you, like, the things that you're doing are just so awesome, because they're too afraid to even say that. Like, even saying that, they're too fearful to even be in agreement, to even tell you, like, they think it and they feel it and they watch you. Like, some of you, again, you're making like videos or something, or people have the ability to watch you on social media, and they're tuning in every single time, just in awe. Like, what is Pile One going to say? What is Pile One going to do? Pile One likes to shock us. Pile One is always coming with something fun and new and shocking and daring and bold. Like, and people will be commenting and like, oh, Pile One's crazy. Oh, Pile One doesn't know what they're talking about. Oh, Pile One is this and that. It's almost like you have all these people like for it, and then a lot of people against it. But you make the people who are against it, honestly, you make them believers. You make them like see that it's like, yeah, if you go for it, you can have this too. You just have to find that bravery. So people People admire your determination. I'm hearing that, you know, many of you have also this like childlike innocence, or like this you're very in touch with your inner child, or you just have this way of seeing the world and viewing the world that's very imaginative, very whimsical, very dreamy, very visionary. People really admire that. They admire the way you view the world. They admire the way you see the world. They admire your reverence for being here on earth, your appreciation, you know, the way you appreciate things. People admire that. They wish that they had that level of appreciation just for waking up, just for being here. Most people, you know, a lot of people don't even like waking up in the morning. They're like, ugh, you know, I just want to sleep. Like, you're grateful. You have gratitude. You show that. You express it. You know, people admire this about you. They admire the way you see the world. You may be really in touch with your inner child and your creativity, and you show this through your work, you know, and people are just, they really admire that. They wish they could tap into that. They wish that they could go there. They wish they could, you know, dare to dream. You know, these things may sound easy to you, but this is how people see you. They don't even have the courage to dare to dream, to, you know, even have faith in their dreams. Okay, that's how deep this is. People see you as you just have this faith. People also admire how you take, this is Four of Swords, you take time for yourself. You take time out. You take time out to care for yourself. You take time to be alone. You take time to really regroup. You take time to like learn and like, you know, you take these breaks, or like you kind of just, you know, go off and do your own thing, and then you come back and it's like, wow, you know, it's transformation. It's like you've grown. People admire your growth. People admire that, you know, you take time to pour into yourself. You love yourself. You take time to grow. You take time to care for yourself, to nurture yourself. Okay, you care for yourself very deeply, and people see that and they admire that, because again, it's like this thing of like, you know, you have this up for yourself, and you have this this quality that you care for yourself very deeply. People can see how much you care, and they admire that, because a lot of people don't really love themselves or don't know how to care for themselves. So they love that you are able to do that. People also admire your strength. You have a lot of strength and you have a lot of courage. People see you as this person who's very strong. People see you as a person that you've been through a lot. You continue to heal. You continue to move forward. You continue to be strong and have a lot of will and determination, and you don't stay down. You know, when you get sad, you go through your moments, you go through your emotions, but you heal it and you move forward. You don't wallow. You don't stay there. You don't just let these emotions overwhelm you where you can't, you know, can't move forward in life and you get stuck. Like, you don't get stuck. Like, people have seen you. Like, some of you, you know, you have this presence on social media or, you know, whatever public platform. So people see you like going through tough situations, going through situations where most people would be broken. Most people would have given up. Most people would have just stopped and just, you know, walked away from the limelight, or walked away from this following and just lived a life in like solitude. You know, like the things that you've gone through, you could have just disappeared and people would have never really heard from you again. But people see you continue to get back up and you keep going. You know, you have so much strength. You are really a pillar of strength and a source of strength to so many people. I'm getting definitely, many of you have a following. And if you don't, you will. You will. Because you are the type of person, so many people admire you. And so many people admire your dignity, your grace. I'm hearing people just feel like you're valiant. Like, people feel like you are, they really do just admire you. And I feel like for many of you, you know, a lot of people don't want you to know this. But you do have a lot of people who tell you, but it's also just like people just don't want you to know. People don't want you to know like how amazing you are. I don't know. I feel like it's because like you show them, you show them everything that they could be. And a lot of people have issues with that because they see you doing it and it triggers them on a deeper level. Like it triggers their inadequacies. It triggers what they're not doing. It triggers how they have issues with fear, how they have issues with jumping off the cliff, taking a leap of faith, following what they can't see, surrendering to the higher power. You show them all these things that they are not. So it's hard for them to express their admiration when they have a great deal of admiration, if that makes sense. So we have your acceptance. So you love and accept yourself. People admire that. You're not perfect. You're not trying to be perfect. You're not trying to be someone you're not. You're just who you are. You're not trying to be anyone but you. You're just you, and you don't apologize for that. Maybe in the past you did. Maybe you used to be apologetic or apologizing for your truth or trying to find yourself, but now you don't. You don't apologize for this. You don't apologize for this is who you are. And you walk in this unapologetically and you show people and tell people, this is me, take it or leave it. I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to continue to do that. And people love that. And people love how like you're so bold. I just keep hearing bold and unapologetic. And you take action. You go for it. You go for it. Many of you, you come alive with this full moon here. I know that it says the waxing gibbons, or gibbous, but this looks like a full moon almost to me. So, and I just heard you come alive in the full moon. The full moon, every time it's a full moon, you come alive. You blossom. You jump through timelines. You are literally just transforming and ascending to so many higher levels. People see you taking this action and they're like, their heads are like spun. They don't even know what to do. They're like, what? Like every time you come out and say something or do something, people are just like, wow, like, they're like, how are you moving this way? Your movement, the way you move, just the moves that you make, the way you move, the way you talk. People really admire, they want to be like you. Many people want to be like you. I don't know if you know this. People wish they had the courage. They wish they had this boldness within to just trust, to not care what people say, to not care what the people are thinking. You just act. And your action comes from your ability to surrender and let go and follow. You follow the higher power. You don't, that's what you follow. You don't follow what these other people, you follow the higher power and you act. You take inspired, aligned action all the time. And this is not to say you don't have fear. This is not to say you don't get nervous. You do, but you're protected and you know that the universe favors the bold. You will always be abundant when you face your fears and just take that inspired aligned action and do what you're supposed to do. And that's the secret. And that's what people they admire it so much, but it's so scary to them because they're like, how? But you are the example. You're the example. You're here to show us how to be more bold and courageous. So you have to keep doing what you're doing because it's amazing. And this is what people secretly admire about you. Okay, let's get a couple more. Let's wrap this up. So look at this again. Faith. Faith is so important for you. I feel my way into faith one step at a time. All you need is just the mustard seed of faith. Keep having this faith and you keep stepping forward. Keep taking that action. You've already been doing it. You keep going. You're bridging this gap. You're going to keep jumping, keep transforming, keep taking that action. Faith, 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 faith. That is your best friend, Okay, and then we have here, when I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. So this is about growing your spiritual connection with the universe, continuing to cultivate this connection that you have with the universe, going deeper, deeper into your heart chakra. We have green here for heart chakra energy, going deeper into your knowing, to your heart, to your emotions, and really continuing to build your relationship with the universe. Tapping more into your spiritual knowledge, your spiritual wisdom, and trusting it, and knowing that the universe has your back, as always. And then we have, my ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. So this is about your ability to receive, being receptive, gratefully, humbly receiving, allowing yourself to receive, but keeping your thoughts and your mindset positive on high vibrations and higher frequencies, and allowing yourself to receive and knowing that you are worthy and deserving of receiving. You are worthy and deserving of receiving, and the universe will always favor you because you are bold, you are fearless, and you are brave. So I really hope that helps, Pile One. Thank you all so much. Please, if no one told you that they love you today, I love you. Keep going, keep being bold, amazing, fearless. Please like the video, subscribe, join the capital LOVE tribe. Share the video, comment below, let me know how this resonated. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love channel. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. I am Nicole. Let's get into your reading. Thank you again for being here. We have here, this is your card, Power. Okay, what do people secretly admire about you? I don't know, I'm gonna mess this quote up, but I'm hearing, you know, the quote like, he or she or they who wears the crown. I don't know, something about the heaviness of the crown or something like that, or the heavy, I don't know. You guys may know what I'm talking about. I don't know. But the heaviness of the crown. People admire the fact that you're able to carry so much on you, so much weight on you. The people around you, they know how much you deal with. They know how much you carry. They know how much you hold on, hold space for others, help others, do for others. And they're just admiring your strength, your power, the way you're able, the weight that you're able to carry. I'm hearing weight of the world. I'm hearing the weight of everyone. I'm hearing everyone's BS, everyone's baggage, everyone's secrets, everyone's everything. You know, you're just able to hold it. You hold it all. You hold in a lot. You hold it. You hold on to a lot, and you hold in a lot, and you hold a lot for many people. People find this to be very admirable. People see you as this warrior, you know, warrior goddess, warrior god. People see you as just this, just strength. Like you, if strength was a person, that is Pile 2. You are so strong. People are like, they would never be able to make it through the things you made it through. They would never be able to overcome and just be here and continue to thrive and do well. Like, you have been through a lot. And people know this. Like, people know you've been through hell and back so many times. And people are just like, wow, you are still standing in your power, holding that crown, holding it all, holding the world. Literally, like, you hold the world. Many of you just hold it down for so many people. I'm hearing just hold it down. Hold the weight. Some of you, this could even be affecting your physical health, because I'm having back issues all of a sudden, like back hurts. You have the weight of the world on you. And people's, I'm sorry, hold on. People, okay, people feel that. They see it. They admire this. They're like, how do you do it? How does Pao 2 do all of this? They think I would have been given up. I would have been thrown in the towel. I would have given up a long time ago if I was Pao 2. How does Pao 2 persevere? Your perseverance. That's the word I want. Your perseverance. You continue to persevere against all odds. People see this, they will never tell you this, but they admire this. People would never have the amount of strength and capability that you have. You are so strong. People admire this. They think that they would never be able to do the things that you do and that you've done. And you continue to move forward and thrive and stand strong and stand in your power. And your crown never tilts. You don't waver. You don't fall. You don't buckle under pressure. You don't get knocked down. You continue to hold it. For many of you, you're holding a lot in your back. You're gonna have to find ways to deal with this, because right now you are, and I know I'm gonna get back to what people admire about you, but I have to say this. Right now you are taking in a lot and you're storing it in your back. You're storing it physically, but it's a lot on your back and you can't carry. You're gonna have to release. Everything is not yours to carry. I know that you feel that you have to carry a lot, but everything is not yours to carry. You have to carry your own, what you need. And some of you, you need to, like, your back is something there with the back, okay? People admire, like, they think you're beautiful. You're handsome. People just admire just how you move, how graceful you are, how, you're just so smooth. I'm hearing smooth. I'm hearing captivating. I'm hearing just so good looking, so attractive. People just feel like you get more attractive every day. You get more good looking every day, more handsome, more beautiful. You show people, like, it's almost like your aesthetic, your beauty, it defies odds. Like, it defies, like, the standards of beauty, or it's just so, I don't know, like, it just, people are mesmerized by it. People really admire it. They admire the way you take care of yourself, the way you present, your look, your aesthetic, how you dress, how you do your hair, how you take care of your skin. And this is another reason that people would never know that you carry so much, because you always look great. You look great, you smell great, you care for yourself well, you take pride in your appearance, you always present well, even if you're not feeling well. Your lower end day or down day is still, so much more incredible than many people's greatest of days, okay? And this is no shade to anyone, but this is just the truth. You carry yourself and present in a way where no one would ever know all the things that you're carrying. And people admire that. They're like, you get up out the bed every day, you look amazing, your beauty is just breathtaking, it's mesmerizing. People love to look at you. People think that you're just, people get lost in your eyes. They get lost in your looks. They don't even know what you're saying half the time because they're just trying to look at you in your eyes. Some of you may avoid eye contact. People hate that. I know that that's not what this reading is about, but I have to say it because they want to just admire your beauty. They want to admire your eyes, and they want you to look at them in the eyes. And I'm hearing for some of you, when you look at them in the eyes, they feel seen. This is really beautiful. Oh, how too. Like, they feel, when you look at them in their eyes, they feel like it's like validation. Like, they admire the type of effect you have just with your beauty, just with your aesthetic in your eyes. Like, when you take the time to make that eye contact, they feel seen. They feel like that validation. Many people want your validation. Many people yearn to be validated by you. Okay, and this is anyone. This is not just people that you know. This is strangers that you meet. This is people on social media. It's anyone. You could just be walking by, people see you, people notice you, okay? And so when you take the time, and you don't have to make eye contact with everyone, because eye contact is very personal. But if you feel called to do it, because people feel very validated when you do that. It means a lot. So people really just admire you in your physical looks, your physical appearance. I just feel like I just keep hearing you just look so good. You're so smooth, so well put together. Yeah, people admire your work ethic. People feel like, you are just such a hard worker. You know how to get the job done. You are so determined. You're so ambitious. I'm hearing you work so many hours. People are in awe of your work ethic. They feel like, how do you have the stamina? You have so much going on. You have a lot in your life. How do you find the time to put in all this work, to continue to be creative, to continue to be this boss? For some of you, you're a boss, or, for some of you, you're in school and you've just been putting in the work. Like, people just see you putting in, you hone in on your craft, you continue to improve, you continue to grow. People admire your growth, your ability to transform, your ability to continue to shift, continue to move to the next level, continue to take the next step of the journey. You don't give up, you don't buckle, you don't fold. People admire that, and they feel like, I just keep hearing, you're such a hard worker. You work so hard. A lot of people don't know how hard you work. You love to work, but people don't know that you just are such a hard worker, and you're so creative, and you're so talented, and you take work very seriously, and you do your best to continue to grow in your career, in your craft, and you put that time in because you want to be the greatest. For many of you, you are the greatest. Whatever it is that you do, your industry, you are, people feel like you're the greatest. You're revered as the greatest, okay? That's how people look at you. So people also see you as this person who, you have a lot of hope. You have a lot of joy. Although you've been through a lot of difficult situations, you still believe in destiny. You still believe in anything is possible. You still believe in miracles. You still believe in the possibility of just what the universe can give, and the magic. You believe in the magic. People admire that. People admire the fact of, like, again, you've been through a lot. You've been through some tough situations, and you still believe in miracles, and you still believe in the magic, and you still believe in humanity. And although you may have gone through situations where you've been betrayed and lied to and stolen from, you still believe in people. You still believe that there is good in the world, and that, we can be this and we can be that. You have a sense of optimism and hope that people really admire, and people really learn from this. People really feel like a lot of people learn from you. Some of you may be a teacher. People really study you. People really learn from you. It's like when you speak, people listen. People feel excited for you to talk. Some of you may be kind of quiet, or you just don't talk a lot, or you are selective with the things that you say and the information that you share. You're very selective, okay? And so people feel like when Pile 2 talks, like, let's get our notepad out, pen, let's take notes. This is serious. We got to pay attention. Pile 2 drops gems. Pile 2, we got to hear this. That's how people feel. People really admire you. I feel like for you, people tell you this, though. Like, maybe not all, but I do feel like people do tell you the type of effect that you have on people, because you have a serious You have a serious effect on people, okay? People are very passionate about you. People love your passion. Many of you people are very sexually attracted to. I just have to say it. I know this reading is not about this, but people are very sexually, you turn a lot of people on, whether you know this or not. And it does not matter whatever, you are attracted to sexually, you attract everyone, okay? It doesn't matter. All different people, okay? Different types, anything. You attract everyone, okay? A lot of people are passionate about you. A lot of people dream about you, whether they tell you this or not. Like, these could be like friends. Some of you have a platform. People are just, I'm telling you, like, all of a sudden my mouth is watering. People feel like you make their mouth water. People, you have this effect over people. People are so mesmerized by you and they just admire you so much. And I think that the thing is this is like, as beautiful and handsome and good looking and attractive as you are, you're so intelligent and you have so much to share. You have so many stories because, again, people admire you. Always come out of this darkness. You always transcend. You always overcome. You always grow. You always learn. You may have had issues in the past where you dealt with what you may call demons or addictions or, situations with people using you, people hurting you. Like, you've dealt with so many different situations, but you always overcome. You always grow. You always learn. You learn your lessons. You may repeat some lessons, but you learn them at some point. And people just admire it. Like, you continue to get back up and get back to it. And you don't miss a beat. People don't see you sweat. People don't see you folding. People don't see you, you don't let, this is what you show. You show the world, even if you're going through hell, you show the world a peaceful front. They would never know. They would never know you're in any type of, dealing with any type of horrible situations. They would never know. People admire your ability to have that peace, to have that inner peace, that inner strength. You have a lot of inner wisdom. You have a lot of inner wisdom. People really admire, the wisdom that you share, the stories that you share, because many of you are storytellers, or however you share this knowledge and wisdom. People really admire that, and they admire like your brain and your intellect and your wittiness and how you think. And again, people want you to talk more. I don't know what it is. I feel like many of you may be quiet, or again, you're just selective. You just don't choose when you want to talk. You choose when you want to share. People are like, can you talk more? Can you share more? Can you tell us more? Can you enlighten us more? Because people admire that. They admire whatever it is that you're sharing, that you're telling people, the wisdom that you're giving. And another thing, they just want to stare at you. They just want to watch you. They just want to admire you. They want to admire your beauty. I mean, honestly, they want to hear what you have to say too, but they just want to really look at you, because many of you, people feel like you look so good. It's almost like it's like unbelievable how good you look. People almost feel like you're not even real. This is what I'm hearing. This is the kind of effect that you have over people. People are like, how do you look this good? Like, how people feel like you look magical. Like, it's almost like you're a unicorn. Like, you're not real. Like, how do you look this good? How are you this beautiful? How are you this attractive? That's what people think. So they really admire your looks. They really feel like it's a crime to look this good. Like, that's how people feel. Okay, so let's talk about this. Appreciation dissolves all blocks to the presence of my super attractor power. So this is asking you to practice more gratitude. When you show more appreciation and focus on gratitude, focus on appreciation, this allows you to dissolve the blocks, to manifest, to attract, okay? To manifest whatever it is that you want, and to attract the type of energy and situations and outcomes that, for your highest good, on those higher vibrational timelines, okay? Things that are going to be very pleasing for you, okay? But focusing on gratitude, focusing on that appreciation. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let spirit give me the direction. So, focusing? Okay, you're being asked to surrender, to get out the way and allow, to flow, to get out the way, stop trying to do this, stop trying to do that, stop, trying to force. You're being asked to flow. Let spirit guide you. The universal, God, whatever you resonate with. Let the higher power guide you. You need to get out the way. You've done enough. And when you're told to do something, that's when you're told to take that inspired, aligned action, and then you act. You don't wait. You don't put it off. You don't, let me give it more time. That's getting out the way. That's surrendering. When you're told to take inspired, aligned action, you're told to do this, or you feel like you got to do this or whatever. When you're told to do it, then that's when you act. And you just move and you just do it. Okay? But you have to flow. You have to flow with it. Flow with the energy and surrender. And you may have to say, I surrender. I surrender, universe. Show me what it is that I need to do. I'm going to get out the way, universe. I'm going to surrender. And then we have the universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately to my highest good. So this is believing and having faith in the universe, having faith that, you are being led to your highest good, having faith that the universe has your back. And even though things may happen and it may seem like it's not of the highest good, trusting that it is for your highest good. And even if things don't go the way you would like it to go, trusting that it's for your highest good. And that right now it may not make sense, but it will soon. And you'll understand. And some things that feel like a block is really divine protection. You're being divinely guided. Trust in this divine guidance. Trust where you are being led. And know that it's for your highest good. And the universe always has your back. So I really hope that helps out too. If no one told you that they love you today, I love you. Thank you all so much for being here. Please like the video. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Keep growing. Please share the video, subscribe, join the capital LOVE tribe. Comment below. Let me know how this resonated. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hi, Pod 3. Welcome to your reading. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love channel. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. I am Nicole. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. You chose this card, Focus. Okay, hold on. Just want to make sure it's focusing. So, what do people admire about you? People admire your vision, your focus, your determination, your ambition. People feel like you are such a focused individual. You are someone who gets very clear on your vision. You take the time to get clear on your vision, to get clear on your plan, to get clear on where you are going. You are very in tune. You're very gifted intuitively, psychically. You're very psychically gifted. People admire this about you. They admire your clairvoyant ability. They admire your third eye capabilities. They admire your visionary energy and capabilities. Many of you are visionaries. Many of you are able to see into the future, see where, where we need to go with things, where things should be moving forward to, how to innovate, how to create, how to invent, okay? Very innovative. People admire this about you. They admire your ability to tap into different parts of yourself in order to do what it is you need to do, whether this is work, whether this is providing spiritual help and guidance and knowledge. Whatever this is, you are very focused and clear, okay? You know how to get clear on your goals. You know how to get clear on where you're going in life, your purpose. Even if you're not at this place yet, this is where you're moving to. And people see it. Even though you may not see this totally for yourself, people see this. in you. And they really admire this. And you may feel like you're still trying to figure it out. You may feel like, you've had these bumps in the road and you don't know sometimes if you're on the right path or moving in the right direction. And people don't see that. They see someone that knows where they're going, knows what they're doing, clear on what it is they want, clear on their goals and their ambitions. And they see you as just someone that's just very fierce, determined. You're not going to let anyone get in the way. You're not going to let, people pull you off your path. You know what it is you're here to do. You know the assignment. People really admire this. They admire how firm you are. Sometimes people think you could be a little too rigid. But people sometimes, they feel like that, but they trust it. They may feel like you're being too rigid on some things, but they trust it because they're like, you don't miss. Or like, you know what it is. Like, you just know. You have that knowing, that clear cognizance ability. Like, people trust that and they admire it. They wish that they had that knowing. They wish that they just knew. They wish that they just had the vision, like to just see. Many people, their foresight is very limited. It's very limited to like, a year from now, 5 years. Yours is, you have this foresight that's just beyond. Many of you, you're seeing things from when you pass on to the next lifetime. You're already, your vision is already extending that far. Not to mention, your children and grandchildren, the next generations, you have incredible vision. And if you're not tapping into this, tap into this because your vision is out of this world. It's very, very magnetic and very powerful. You see the butterfly over her third eye? And it's constantly upgrading, constantly transforming, constantly, growing, ascending your vision. People really admire this because a lot of people just don't even, everyone has these capabilities, but it's about tapping into these gifts. People see you as you just do this in an effortless way. Like you're able to just effortlessly be there, effortlessly know 10 years from now, this is the plan, and this is going to be like this 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years, like, Some of you, I have to say, you may have issues with overthinking, or maybe you overthink or over strategize. So you need to get that into balance. But people feel like your strategy and the way you're able to problem solve is very admirable. It's almost like with this vision that you have created or you have accounted for so many different solutions and outcomes. It's like worst case scenario times 10. You know 10 worst case scenarios within a plan. And people are just like, what? People are like, what? Like, who thinks of this stuff? And it's like, you have thought about it. And you have taken your time to think about all of these situations that can happen. And people are just in awe. They're like, whose mind operates like this? How 3? And it's like, you do this with ease. You're like, well, this can happen. And then this can happen. And people are like, they only thought of 1, maybe 2. You have 10. And people are probably always tell you, never thought of it like that. Never thought of that. You may get that a lot, because that's how people admire that. People admire your critical thinking, problem-solving abilities, your focus, your ambition, your determination. Some of you may have you may have grown up where, you grew up in like low income circumstances or, situations where you had to deal with poverty or you dealt with that, and people, or you like, I'm getting this energy, maybe you've lost it all, you had to build it all back. Some of you may have even been incarcerated before. Like you've gone through horrible situations, okay, tough situations, but you've always been able to maneuver. You've always been able to pivot. You've always been able to critically think and problem solve your way out. Like you could problem solve your way out of a damn paper bag. Like when everyone else will be stuck, you gonna find a way. Pile 3 is gonna find a way. You're gonna figure it out, and you're not even gonna have one way. You're gonna have 5 ways to get it done. Like every single time, people are like, "How do you think like this?" Like people are so amazed by your ability to problem solve and to critically think. Like I'm just hearing that like no one thinks like pile 3. Like your mind is like really beautiful. You have a beautiful mind. Okay, so we have your 2 of Wands. This is again, you know, you have this ability to just see this vision and the problem solving and your intellect and the way your mind operates. Your mind operates in a very unique and not ordinary. It's very out of the norm. It's almost just like, you know, your mind is so powerful, you could easily manipulate people. Easily. Like you don't even have to try. I'm not saying that you do this, but I'm saying you have that gift where it's like you could use this gift for mind control. You could easily mind control people. Easily. But you know, that's for the dark, not for the light. We do things for the light and divine intention, right? We're doing things for the betterment, the highest good of all. But you have that. Like people admire that. People admire, like people may even feel mind fucked by you. Like people may even feel like, did Power 3 just mind fuck me? Like this is what I'm hearing. Like people are like, how are they able to get into my mind? Like they just know. Like you you play like people. No, okay, and I'm telling you this because I feel like a lot of people don't. It's like I'm pinpointing this, but a lot of people, they don't pinpoint this. They feel it, like subconsciously they know, but consciously they may not know, or it takes them a while. A lot of people don't have you figured out. See, I would figure it out, but but even with me, see, I'm like getting more into this. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what this is. You have a lot of people fooled. People don't even realize, they don't even see you coming. Okay, they don't see you coming. You're very like, you know, your spirit animal may be a fox or like a cheetah, or like, you know, you're really fast and you're really just like, people don't see it coming. People don't even know. People don't even know if they're getting manipulated by you. People don't even know, like, if, you know, you may love mind games. Some people may know this. I do feel some people know this, and people admire your ability to play mind games, like your ability to, like everyone can't mind fuck people. Like that's a gift. I mean, no shade, no tea. Let's just be honest. It's a gift. Everyone can't do that. Like your mental focus and your core, the way that you're able to think. Again, you have a beautiful mind, and it's like your vision. Like people admire the way that you use your mind. Okay, people admire that. People admire the way you use your mind. It's very gifted. Your mind is very gifted, and you can do anything with your mind. You know, your mind is so powerful, but you're very unassuming. People wouldn't know this. That's why I said, like, you have this, you may be a really good shapeshifter too. You have this ability to fool people. And I really feel like people, even if they get fooled by you or you trick them, they really admire it because they're like, how do you do it? Like, it's almost like magician energy. Like, how do you do it? Like, how do you do this? You know, people also admire the fact that you're very grounded. Okay, you're very grounded. You're very secure. You know, you hold space. You stand firm. You stand firm for what you believe in. You know you're gifted. You know you're smart. You know that the way you think, a lot of people don't think like you. You know that the way you're able to critically think is, like how much of a gift this is. But people really admire that, and they admire your sense of like stability. Like even if you've had moments or like where you had like you lost it all, you had to rebuild, you continue to come back better and more grounded, more rooted and stable. Like you always have, you are always able to create stability for yourself. Okay, you're always able to stand firm and stand tall and have that stable footing even when things have been been uneasy for you and you've had to go through some ups and downs. You continue to create the stability for yourself. Like I said, for some of you, you've gone through some tough situations. You may have been bankrupt before, or you had bad credit or something like that, or you lost all your money, you lost your home. I don't know, like you've lost some things and you've been able to recreate, to get balanced and get back secure and recreate your sense of stability and your foundation and get rooted and grounded and create more abundance for yourself than ever before. Like each time you get knocked down, you build it right back up and it's better than what it was before. And people are just like in awe, like, how do you do it? Like, how do you lose it all? And then 2 years later, you have more than what you did years ago. Like, how the hell did Power 3 do it? Honestly, many of you could teach a class. People will sign up because people are like, how do you do this? It's very mesmerizing and it's very like, it's very admirable. It's very just like, people can't figure you out, but you have people figure it out, but they can't figure you out. And you know this, and they know this, but they don't. See, people can't express it. Some people may have told you this. It takes them a while to catch on. It takes them a while to catch on to this like mental gymnastics that you play. Because you love to play in the mental arena. Like that's exciting. That's exciting for you. Mental gymnastics, you love to be stimulated mentally. People love that as well. They love how they can have mentally stimulating conversations with you, even if it is about things that may not seem, something that may not seem that intelligent or something that just may seem very, low level in terms of like thinking. You can make this into something intellectual. People admire that. Like you're able to turn something as low level as, things we see on social media. Okay. That could be low level all day, but you can turn that into an intellectually stimulating conversation, and that's easy for you. And you can make that into like a teachable moment or a moment to learn and to grow and to see what other people think and debate. Like many of you love to debate. People love that. People love the fact that like you love to debate and you love to have, like you just love mental stimulation. Okay. And your mind is your superpower. You know it. So many people think that they love to admire your beauty, they feel like you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're good looking, you're very smart as well. Your intelligence makes you even more attractive, I'm hearing. Your intelligence really adds to your attractiveness because it's like you already are very appealing, visually appealing, but then you talk and, your conversation, you mentally stimulate a lot of people. But for some of you, I have to say it, the people around you do not always stimulate you. Sometimes you have issues with feeling mentally stimulated because sometimes this world could be a little boring or people around you are just not that interesting to you. So I know that was kind of off, but I don't know. I needed to say that. But people feel like, when you open your mouth, like you're already good looking, but they don't expect for you to be as smart as you are or to just be so in tune or to be, so strategic. Some people are really like, again, they really admire your strategy. Many of you, you have past lives where you were in war and you had to create the strategy to win, to protect the army and to protect the people fighting in war. You created those things, okay? Nourishment, again. People admire the fact that your world is so abundant. You are able to create this abundant world for yourself. You are able to just enjoy life. You're able to spend the money the way you're able to spend your money. You're able to enjoy the luxury of life. You're able to enjoy life's pleasures. You know, many people like me, some of you may post on social media the places that you go and the things that you do. People just admire that. They admire like the places that you go. They admire that your world is so abundant. You know, you're so stable, you're so grounded, you're so rooted, and you enjoy life, okay? They feel like you enjoy life. You're not afraid of new beginnings. You're not afraid to start over again. You're not afraid to fall down and to get back up. You're not afraid to build a new life for yourself, to start a new chapter. People admire that. People admire how you're not afraid of change, that you start a new beginning, you change the narrative. You know, you're not afraid to, if you built, like let's just say for some of you, you know, you may have been divorced. You may have divorced before. Maybe you built, you know, a whole life with someone and it didn't work out, and then you start again. You build a life with someone new, and they're like, how the hell did Pal 3 do that? You know, many people would have been stuck like, you know, they're divorced, they don't know how to move on, they don't know how to rebuild again, and they see you and you rebuilt again and it's even better. And so people really admire how you're not afraid of new beginnings, a new start, a new narrative, a new story for your life, you know, doing something different, fresh. They admire that because a lot of people get stuck. They're afraid of change. They're afraid to move forward. They're afraid to do something new. You know, a lot of people don't know how to do that. I know that may sound strange, but it's true. So people really admire that about you. And like, you never stay down. You get back up and you keep going. People really feel like you're amazing. And you are an inspiration to many people. Even they may not tell you that, but you inspire a lot of people. Okay, Pile 3. All right, so whenever I see this card, this always tells me that somebody, you know, you may want a child, or, you know, you may want to get pregnant, or you're waiting for, pregnancy news or a baby. So this is saying to me, if this is resonating for you, this is coming. But you have to surrender, you have to let it go, and you have to let this flow. You can't hold on so tight to like, when are you going to have a baby? When are you going to get pregnant? Whatever the situation is, it's going to come. But it comes when you surrender and you let go. This comes when you surrender and you let go. So this says, I am patient, knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to me. So know that if this is of the highest good for you, this is going to come in divine timing. Okay? So whatever, you have to be patient and you have to surrender and you have to let go. You're being really asked to be patient right now. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or will it will happen. So this is saying, when you are in line with your purpose and spiritual alignment, balance, you know that everything is happening for your highest good. You don't know when it's going to happen. It's going to happen in divine timing. You trust in divine timing. You trust in the divine plan. You surrender and you let go. You don't hold on too tight. You don't force it. You flow. You let the higher power, the universe, do the job. You do what you're supposed to do, and then you let the rest go. And just wait for it to come to you and have faith. You don't need to keep pushing. You don't need to keep forcing. You don't need to keep controlling. You let go, surrender, and have faith. And then finally, I'm in awe of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. So this is saying the guidance from the universe, the guidance from the higher power, the guidance, the signs, the synchronicities, the messages that are all around you. Messages show up every day. The truth shows up every day. It shows up with signs on the road when you're driving, music, you hear messages, whatever, social media, you keep seeing the same thing over and over. Look into these things. This is not a coincidence. It's not just happening, just, a coincidence. Dig deeper. You're being pushed and pointed into a different direction to learn, to grow, to discover something new, or to be alerted to something. You have guidance, magnificent divine guidance around you all the time. Be open, pay attention, be grounded, rooted in the present, and surrender and see how things unfold and see what's coming to you. okay? If no one told you that they love you today, I love you. Thank you all so much for being here with me. Keep going. I'm proud of you. Keep doing this work. Keep going. Please like the video, subscribe, join the Capital LOVE tribe, share the video, comment below. Let me know if this resonated. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next reading.